China is the most populous country in the world and among the widest countries. The country is so multicultural that a lengthy list of amazing info could go on and on. You will discover all about China in this video. So make sure to stick to the video till the end so that you don't miss a single bit of information and fun facts about China. So let's get started. China is the world's third largest country in terms of territory and population. It is home to one of the world's oldest civilizations, with a distinct and sophisticated culture. It has grown at breakneck speed to become the world's second largest economy, and it is brimming with tourist attractions. Today, China is known for having one of the world's fastest growing economies. Every day, it appears that new skyscrapers are being built. However, China is also home to some of the world's oldest written records. China's history and culture are both fascinating and intriguing. To learn everything there is to know about China would take a lifetime. In a speech at Nazarbayev University in Kazakhstan in September 2013, President Xi Jinping recalled this history by proposing the establishment of a new Silk Road economic belt stretching from western China across Central Asia. Xi later called for the development of a maritime Silk Road in his address to Indonesia's parliament, with the goal of expanding maritime connections and cooperation between China and Southeast Asia. China now has two borders. The first is the natural border of its sovereign territory, and the second is an artificial border imposed by its overseas interests. China can protect its commercial interests while also providing public goods to the international community and minimizing the risk of damage to multilateral relations by deploying a soft military presence overseas, particularly in the Middle East. Political system. Since 1949, China's government system has been that of a communist state, led by the Communist Party of China, CPC, the country's largest political party. The president is China's top leader, the head of the party, and the commander-in-chief of the military. He also represents China in international relations. The National People's Congress elects the president and vice president. The Premier of the People's Republic of China is the head of government, and he is the leader of the State Council of China, the highest rank in the civil service. History of China. China is a magical country with a unique culture, traditions, and history. The Chinese civilization is one of the world's oldest calculations, dating back nearly 5,000 years. Its first written records date from the 4th millennium BC. The Huanghe and Yangtze River basins were the birthplaces of Chinese civilization. It was in this area that the ancient farmer settlements evolved into the first Chinese towns and national unions. Chinese history may be divided into three periods. 1. Pre-imperial China. 2. Imperial China. 3. New China. China's pre-imperial history was marked by uncertain government power, which was primarily placed in the hands of religious leaders. From 221 before Christ to 1911 Anno Domini, the Chinese history of imperial dynasties spans a vast period of time. China developed into one of the world's strongest countries, becoming the leader of the Asian continent under 8 powerful dynasties: Qin Han, Sui, Tang, Song, Yuan, Ming, and Qing. Growth in emerging markets as a tightly unified country begins with Emperor Qin Shi Huangdi, 221 before Christ, who unites 7 Chinese kingdoms and conquers many neighboring lands. Qin Shi Huangdi, on the other hand, is renowned not only for his political services to China, but also for his well-known terracotta army, which has been guarding the entry to his sanctuary for nearly 2,000 years. It will take ages to discuss China's long and great history. Well, we have prepared a list of mesmerizing facts about this sophisticated zone. We are sure that you will enjoy learning these fun facts. So let's get into them. 56 ethnic groups. Officially, China has 56 ethnic groups. The Han constitute nearly 91% of the total population. Zhuang, Manchu, Hui, and Miao are the most populous of the 55 minority groups. The majority of minority groups have their own distinct culture. Some have their own language and writing system as well. Learn more about the various Chinese ethnic groups. Animals. Each year in China is depicted by an animal: the rat, the ox, the tiger, the rabbit, the dragon, the snake, the horse, the sheep, the monkey, the rooster, the dog, and the pig. The animals rotate on a 12-year cycle, and this is known as the Chinese zodiac. Virtual Private Network, VPN. If you're planning a trip to Beijing or other parts of China, you should consider downloading a VPN before you go. This is a good idea because Google, Facebook, Twitter, and the list goes on and on are banned in China. A VPN will make it appear as if you are connecting to the internet from another location, allowing users to access these websites. Bonus: you can use a VPN to watch Netflix while traveling, while also protecting yourself from security threats and hackers. Toilet paper. Can you imagine life before toilet paper? I'd rather not. We frequently take this simple invention for granted. However, if it hadn't been for the ancient Chinese in the 6th century AD, this necessity might not have been invented. Since the 2nd century before Christ, the paper has been used as a wrapping and padding material in China. However, the first documented use of toilet paper in human history dates back to the 6th century Anno Domini in early medieval China. Red symbolizes happiness. If you've ever celebrated Chinese New Year, you've probably noticed that the color red is prevalent. In Chinese culture, the color red is considered lucky and auspicious. The color red is associated with the fire element, which represents life, vitality, and light, as well as good fortune and joy. This is also why the color red is forbidden at Chinese funerals. There is only one time zone in China. China is the 3rd largest country in the world, spanning 5 time zones. From 1912 to 1949, all 5 time zones were in use in the Republic of China. But China has since decided to use only one standard time. China's time follows a single standard time offset of 8 hours ahead of Coordinated Universal Time. Beijing Time, BJT, Chinese, is the official national standard time. Tea. Tea has been used and consumed in China for thousands of years. When it was first used as medicine in the 10th century BC, it was widely used. Tea customs and usage have flourished and evolved since then. Chinese tea is surrounded by an entire culture and art form. There are specific methods for growing, brewing, serving, and drinking tea. With a vast history and amazing economy, China has never disappointed this world in any aspect. Let us know in the comments if we have missed any points. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel.